Waking up in the morning. Sometimes it can be a drag, and you never seem to feel quite as rested as you'd hope. So you brew a nice cup of coffee to give yourself that morning boost you always need. You may think going to sit in a cubicle for 10 hours a day sucks after a cup of coffee. But how about a Silesian jail, where every day you have to subdue your Polish celly because he can't suppress the demiurge? You goddamned coffee-drinking degenerate. You deserve everything that's coming to you! Hey everyone, Animated Map History Guy number 47 here with another banger. So make sure you demolish that subscribe button and aggressively molest that thumbs up. I'm in a particularly unhinged mood today, so this video is gonna be great. While coffee drinkers today get away with their caffeine addiction legally, in some parts of the world that was not always the case, specifically in 1780s Prussia. Throughout the first half of the 18th century, coffee became a popular commodity in Prussia. Coffee culture was spreading everywhere. You wouldn't be able to walk down a city block in Berlin or Breslau without seeing a packed coffee shop. Enter King Frederick the Great of Prussia. Commonly thought to be a homosexual, he's actually more of an incel that hated women, had daddy issues, and generally did not like seeing people enjoy things. Frederick the Great squeezed as much men and material he could from his kingdom during the 7 Years' War. And you know what? It paid off. But one thing Frederick noticed that he absolutely hated was how much his soldiers drank coffee as opposed to beer. Frederick considered coffee to make his soldiers effeminate and fickle, but beer is the drink of champions and fighting men. Frederick believed beer would increase the men's bravery and tenacity in battle. I mean, no lie detected. Have you seen what you look like sipping a cup of this stuff? You look like a little girl holding your little cup.
Ha! Look at him, his cup is so small! I bet that coffee doesn't even get him drunk. What are you gonna run away when a 4-pounder shell goes over your head, little coffee drinker? Woo, woo. Hey, wake up, it's the coffee, because I guess your alarm clock or the sunrise wasn't good enough for you. Oh, I need to drink something for energy. This thing that I do every night called sleep that gives me my energy. Oh, that didn't do it. That didn't do it.
Hold up. If you're liking this video so far, subscribe so you can consume more of my content. Thank you. Frederick had additional economic reasons or whatever for preferring beer over coffee, like beer being locally made, so drinking it supports the local economy, while coffee is imported, so money is effectively leaving the country. Regardless of the reasons, King Frederick banned the roasting and importing of coffee beans outside of official royal entities, leading to a black market coffee trade in Prussia. You see, the caffeine addiction had riddled Prussia so badly that people continued to smuggle and roast coffee beans. That's only the half of it. People began to grow their own coffee beans underground, or make coffee substitutes and even use coffee beans as a sort of black market currency. Now, I don't know if you know much about climate and how it affects agriculture, but Germany is not really the ideal location for growing coffee. Soon, the smuggled coffee beans were getting cut with awful German-grown coffee beans to scam people out of black market payments by paying them in that German coffee and not the luxury top-shelf stuff. To summarize, the royal monopoly on coffee was creating a problem, but Freddie had a solution. Frederick the Great would form a crew made up of 400 invalids from the 7 Years' War. These men would act as a coffee Gestapo, or the real term, Kaffeeschnuffler, to crack down on the underground coffee trade. Caffeine cells absolutely hated these guys. The Coffee Sniffers would receive a portion of the fine coffee smugglers would have to pay when they got caught. So you can imagine people were getting bagged for the tiniest of infractions, and since it's the 1700s, if you couldn't pay, you would just be thrown in jail. A couple beans in the back of your kitchen cabinet? Jail. Roasting paraphernalia in your trash? Jail. A bit of coffee residue on your mustache? You're going to jail for a long time, buddy. Even though the Coffee Sniffers were hated, Frederick's team was stacked, and there was nothing anybody could do. So everyone just waited until he died in 1786, and the coffee monopoly was abolished by his son Frederick Wilhelm II. I'm sure the citizens of Prussia treated their former coffee-sniffing overlords with great respect, knowing that they were just doing their duty to their king. Perhaps the former Kaffee-Schnuffler could take solace in the fact that they were not held in as much contempt as the Perrucken-Schnufflers or wig-sniffers. Those guys were real jerks. Poor balding people once again go down as the most oppressed group.
You're nice as bald, but your mom calls me Pillsbury the Doughboy.
Thank you for watching this video. Give it a like, comment, maybe even a little subscribe action, and I'll be back soon with another one.